Okay, so um, well, we have another demonstration of how to break up a file so that a single student with two transactions, an exit and an enrollment, are in two separate files so that we can successfully submit that record to CalPADS and avoid any SNR 27 errors. So again, this is probably where most of you all will start your troubleshooting process on the view submission screen. I can see that my most recent submission had 4 records and 1 error. The result of that 1 error is the whole file was rejected. And I've named my file my SNR E150 example. So we have a student that has promoted in the middle of the year, and we are trying to submit the exit and then the re-enrollment in the school using the E150 exit reason code to show the promotion. So again, we're going to start by reviewing the rejected record. It's SNR 0027. We always would consult the error list, view the record in detail, and then compare the fields of validation and the CalPADS ODS, the student's record that's in CalPADS, to see where our discrepancy is. If you're unfamiliar, the SNR 0027 triggers because we have a primary enrollment that we're submitting, this enrollment record, but it conflicts with an existing primary enrollment in the same LEA. The start and end dates overlap between the two primary enrollments, therefore CalPADS won't allow it. So the enrollment start date is 10/7/2021. So I already have the student's record here in CalPADS, and I see I have an 8/25/2021 start date. So that's the rub. That's the problem, is they're overlapping. The reason why is I was exiting this student in the same file with the E150 as the exit reason, and then I try to re-enroll that student at the higher grade level. So you can see the students in grade level 4 here, and the rejected record, the students grade level 5. So this is when you want to refer back to, if you're unfamiliar with, the CSIS training channel, and we have a video importing file extracts into a CalPADS Excel Templates, short 5-minute video. It'll tell you how to do it. Without going to that video, I can help you see why. So I have an unrelated file. It's an SSRV file, but you can see it has no name. So there's no student data that's recognizable in this file. And this is the demonstration. This is what your extract from your student information system is going to look like. This is the reason why you want to import that CSV file into an Excel template, and you get the Excel templates from the user manual. All that's explained in this video. So after you imported your .csv file from your student information system into CalPADS, it will appear in your template like this if you've done everything correctly. And so you can see that the Excel templates provide us with a great visualization tool. We can do some troubleshooting. And I can see here's that exit for the student, and here's the subsequent enrollment. These two records cannot be in the same file. Again, referring back to Flash Update 24, exiting and enrolling the same student must be submitted in separate files. So I want to first exit the student before I enroll it, right? Because if I submit the enrollment record first, I'll still get an SNR 27. So I want to close out the existing enrollment in CalPADS first. So I'm just copying the header row and that first record here. I didn't have to sort because it's such a small file, but if I had to sort, if it's a great big file and I have to sort for the student's SSID, I'll just go to the SSID column, click data, filter, and then I can filter for the student's SSID. You can paste it in here if you have it on your clipboard, or you can go down the list and identify the student, and only that student's records will remain. So I have these two records and I can separate them. However, the file's not that large, so I'm just going to clear this, and I'm just going to copy these first 2 rows, copy, open a new blank workbook. I have the header row, so I don't need a new template, and I want to paste values. And the reason why we're pasting values is if you have formatting with some of these values and they're not just a blank text, you can lose the leading 0 because it's not a real number. So sometimes the formatting will be number, and school of attendance code or the reporting LEA begins in 0, that leading 0 would fall off. Same thing could happen with grade levels like 04. And then since the grade level is required 2-digit as 04, the formatting pulls the 0 out of there. So you always want to make sure that it's text, and you can simply click here, go to Format Cells, and select text. And there you have it. And so I just want to save this file and just any name. So exit promoted student. Make sure that you're conscious of where you save your file, and I can close it, right? And so in this one, I've copied this row, so I don't need to submit it again, right? I'm going to submit it in the exit file. So I'm just going to delete that from my file, save again. And so now I have two separate files in a single SSID. And I just have to make sure that when I submit my files, I submit them in the proper sequence so that I first exit the student and then I enroll the student. We'll go back to view submission details so that we can find our file upload screen. And first I want to exit my promoted student. So CalPADS will let you select additional files, but I like to give time for it to process since I need this exit to post. It may allow you, and it may do it in sequence by the way you upload it. I do not know that. Something that you all can try out there in CalPADS land. But I want to make sure that I give my file time to be validated and to post before I submit the second one. Okay, so we can see that file has passed validation and it's in the process of posting. So I'm going to go ahead and submit the file where we promote our student using the E150 exit reason code. So we can see that the promotion record and the 3 other records are going to post. We've passed validations and it's posting. So we're just going to go to the student's record in CalPADS and confirm that we've accomplished our task. So again, this is the record, but we need to refresh our screen. So now you can see that the change was affected. We've exited our student with the E150 from grade level 4, and then we've subsequently enrolled that student in grade 5 at the same school at this next subsequent day. So we've done that. We've taken a file. We've given you an example of how you can break up a file for a single student that has multiple transactions, separate those transactions into 2 different files, and then make sure using a logical sequence, submit those files to update CalPADS.